Right, now we're just going to look at the Contact Us page. Unfortunately, this is not going to be nearly as hectic as any of the other sessions that we've had up until now, because really it's pretty simple. All we're trying to do is give them the opportunity to contact us in as many ways as possible. So let me just show you quickly what the example looks like. And as you can see there, it's really the same information. I've just had a web designer that's got a lot more design skills than I have put something together so that it looks a little bit better and it's not just particularly bland, but really the information that we need is pretty standard. So let's have a look at what that information is. So the key here is that you want to give people as many ways as possible to contact you. Just remember that today it's not just a telephone or an email. People can contact you via Skype, they can get hold of you through Facebook groups, there's social media that comes into play, there's a whole bunch of different ways that they can contact you. And if you do have a physical location that you actually want people to come to, then the other thing that you want to do is you want to consider having a Google Map. And if I just actually show you the website, I didn't pull this into your template, but as you can see, your template, when you get it, will actually have a Google Map, and then beneath that you'll have all of the contact information that they need in order to get hold of you. So let's just have a look at some of the information that we can list here. So as you can see, there's a question for you. Do you need a map? In other words, do you have a physical location that people need to come to? And of course, if you do, you may want to put your trading hours into that information as well. Then the other thing is you've got to obviously have a contact form. So what is the information that you want on the contact form? So clearly, if we just go ahead and we look at my example over here, I'm basically giving them some indication of why they would want to contact me. So I'm saying for any questions that you have, or for consulting advice or your free marketing strategy call, obviously give me a call. And then you can see over here, contact me. Thank you for your interest in the regular client blueprint. And then I'm just giving them some indication of what they should actually put into the form that I'm asking for. So tell me a little bit about your client acquisition challenge, how I can best reach you, and I'll respond to you within 24 business hours. So it's very important so that people know what to expect. So you can see here it's pretty simple: a name, a surname, an email address, obviously, a subject line so that I know what it's about, and then obviously the message. So it's not too complex. People know exactly what to expect, but you need to tell them. In some cases, if you've got more complex products or more complex services, or there's different departments that you've got and there's different things that people can ask for, then you'd want to build that information into your contact form. But for the majority of us, this should be pretty simple. Your physical address, as we've said, if you need them to know what your physical address is so that they can contact you, you're going to want to have that. Your contact phone number. So again, that can be your mobile number, especially if you work by yourself or it's a small company or you're a service-based company, and maybe you've got one or two individuals that are already the face of the company. Then maybe you want to list all of their contact numbers, but at the very least you probably want to have the office number on there. Any contact emails, again, you see a lot of people put support at yourdomain.com. If you really feel you need to hide behind something, then you can put that. I always like to put an email address where people know that they can actually get hold of me, and they like to know that the email is actually going to go to the owner or to somebody with authority that's actually able to make a decision. So me personally, I prefer personalized email addresses, but you can have info at or support at your domain. That's also okay. And then of course you might just want to think about any social media properties that you have. If you need people to contact you on the various different properties, and it's always a good idea, by the way, to speak to people on different platforms. So for example, you may phone your clients, they may visit you, you may visit them, you use email probably quite prodigiously, but you can also talk to people on Skype, you can talk to people on social media. They may be in a Facebook group that you own, or maybe you run a forum, anything like that. Whatever those properties are, you want to put that information down on the form. And that's really it. It's pretty simple. People just need as many ways as possible to contact you, and you just need to give them all of the information that they would need in order to do that, so that they know where to find you and how to do business with you.